Hi, and welcome back to the 1 Minute Farming videos. And just to follow on from the last video, and as you can see, we have one of the first side panel grill fitted there. I did go down the road of getting new bolts. You can buy these as a kit. I have them laid out on the table here. Various companies make them. I do seem to have a few spares for some reason or other, but basically everything from this side over will be used. These ones seem for some reason to be marginally too long. I'm going to have to just cut about 1/4 of an inch off them. They go on the top here, and when you screw that in, it bottoms out. So that would be going into this hole here. The longer ones screw through down here with a nut on the back. Now, when I first got the kit, I did think that they hadn't supplied enough of these rubber washers and spacers, but I recalled when I took the bonnet off the BW there a couple of years ago that it still retained its original rubber spacers, which is unusual because sometimes most of these tractors, when you take them to bits nowadays, after all this time, these have perished and disappeared, and usually you just find washers. But anyway, getting back to it, was that these rubbers and spacers only fit in the top 2 holes. So this one, that one there, and this one up here. There is a spacer supplied that goes into this bottom hole, and it's just a metal spacer that you put in, and it just keeps all the side panel in line with the rest of the with the hood. Before I put the things like the medallion on, there is a piece of canvas type material here. I believe that fits somehow on the top there. I don't think it's glued to anything. I think it's just literally nipped between the hood and the medallion, that being that nose part there laid down on the cardboard. Now, the first job I did the other night before I started putting these panels on was I finished off with the steering box. Now, in previous videos, I believe I have explained how to set the various gears, get the gears set right so they're not binding or anything. But I think I've done that already. So if you look back in the previous videos, there is videos talking about steering boxes and stuff. And so all I had to do with this one the other night was fill it up with liquid grease. It's the same grease that we use on the balers, and I am told that I remember someone telling me that it's also used in the grain gear, the cutter bar gearboxes on combines. Thing about it is originally these would be filled with EP90 oil. Well, eventually the oil does seep away down through the shaft and out through the bottom because the seals on them are always slightly worn, whereas the liquid grease tends to stay put. So that's a good tip to use. Liquid grease in the top of those. Don't put axle grease in or bearing grease, because eventually it just dries out and it does eventually stop lubricating, whereas the liquid grease is always circulating on the gear. Yeah, so that's that. What else? I think we had the guard fitted already on the last video for the flywheel. With that, I had pre-fitted it before I painted it, so I knew that it cleared the flywheel. It's amazing the amount that you see that shows and stuff where that guard is actually touching the flywheel somewhere and the engine running and grinding away. But they can be made to fit, you know, correctly. I suspect that one on this tractor isn't a genuine one. You can buy it. I know when we took it to bits, it already had paint, like an enamel gloss on it, which didn't match any of the rest of the tractor. So I'm guessing that is possibly a copy. It is a good tip when you before you fit all these panels, is get them fitting before you finally paint the hood and the rest of it, because there's nothing worse than trying to bend them and stretch them to fit things once you've painted them, because inevitably I'll guarantee you'll scratch something. I mean, I haven't finished yet, and it'd be amazing I don't end up scratching something anyway. But yeah, so I just thought I'd post that. It's a quick video. So tonight I will get the other grill on the other side and fit the medallion. And then I'm a bit late tonight actually. I've been doing some paperwork in the house, so I'm a bit late getting out. But I think the next job will be to fit the battery box covers and obviously get the battery in there with the associated brackets and stuff. So that'll be that done. So yeah. Okay then. Thank you. Bye.